Hello, I'm Mrs. Martin. Last time we were looking at equal and unequal groups, and I set you a little task to make either a potato stamper or a cardboard stamper, or even make your own pictures drawing identical objects and putting them into groups. Now your groups could be equal or unequal, and then you're going to quiz the people in your house to see what they looked like and to test whether they knew if they were equal or unequal. These are the pictures that I made. So you might have used a potato stamper, you might have used a cardboard stamper, or you might have used something else. Let me show you what my pictures look like when I grouped them. Here are my stars. Have my stars been put into equal or unequal groups? What do you notice about the number of stars in each of my groups? Press pause on the video and have a little look. What did you notice about my stars? Is there the same number of stars in each group or a different number of stars in each group? Super, there's the same number of stars in each group, isn't there? If we have a little look. So if there's the same number of stars in each group, that means that my stars have been put into equal groups because there's the same number of stars in each group. Super, let's have a look at my next picture. Here are my fish. What do you notice about my fish? Have a look at how many fish are in each group. Is there the same number of fish in each group or a different number of fish in each group? Press pause on the video and have a little look. What did you notice about how the fish have been grouped? Have they been put into equal groups or unequal groups? Super, they have been put into unequal groups, haven't they? Because there is a different number of fish in each of my groups. What about your pictures? Did you put your objects into equal groups or unequal groups? And how did you know that they were equal or unequal? Did the people in your house guess correctly? I hope you had a great time putting your objects into equal and unequal groups. These cubes have been put into groups. What's the same and what's different about them? Are the groups equal or unequal? Press pause on the video and have a little think. What did you notice? Can we check that there are the same number of cubes in each group? Because if there's the same number of cubes in each group, then the groups must be, can you remember the word? Equal. Fantastic. But if there is a different number of cubes in each group, then they are unequal. Fantastic. Look at the cubes. What do you think? Super. They are in equal groups, aren't they? We know that the cubes are in equal groups because there's the same number of cubes in each group. There are 2 cubes in each group. And the groups are equal because there is the same number of cubes in each group. Can you say that sentence with me? These groups are equal because there are the same number of cubes in each group. Fantastic. Look carefully at the pencils. The pencils have been grouped. What's the same and what's different about the pencils? Press pause on the video and have a little look. What did you notice about the pencils in each group? Have you noticed that the pencils in one of the groups is longer than the pencils in the other group? Are these groups of pencils equal or unequal? Press pause on the video and have a little think. What do you think? Do you think they are in equal groups or unequal groups? Does it matter that one of the groups of pencils is longer than the other group? No, it doesn't, does it? What we need to check to see if they are equal or unequal is how many pencils are in each group. The size of the pencils doesn't matter. So what do you think? Do you think they are equal or unequal groups? If there's the same number of objects in each group, then the groups must be equal. If there is a different number of objects in each group, then they must be unequal. What do you think? Fantastic! The pencils are in equal groups. We know that the pencils are in equal groups because there are 5 in each group. Let's say the sentence together. These groups are equal because there are the same number of pencils in each group. Fantastic! I couldn't catch you out then, could I, by giving you longer pencils? Super! Look carefully at the butterflies. The butterflies have been grouped. Have they been put into equal or unequal groups? what's the same and what's different? Press pause on the video and have a little look. Did you notice that the butterflies in one of the groups are upside down? They're flying down to the ground, aren't they? Do you think that matters when we're looking at our equal and unequal groups? No, you're right, it doesn't, does it? Because what we need to look at to determine if the groups are equal or unequal is, are there the same number of butterflies in each group, or is there a different number of butterflies in each group? Have a little look and press pause on the video. Are the butterflies in equal groups or unequal groups? Fantastic! The butterflies are in equal groups. It doesn't matter that the butterflies in one group are facing another direction, because we need to focus on counting the number of objects in each group. If we have the same number of objects in each group, then the groups must be equal. There are 3 butterflies in each group. These groups are equal because there are the same number of butterflies in each group. Can you say that last sentence with me? These groups are equal because there are the same number of butterflies in each group. Super. Now we have some groups of cars. What's the same and what's different? What do you notice? Press pause on the video and have a little look. What did you notice? Have you noticed that the cars in one group are green and the cars in the other 2 groups are red? Now, do you think the groups are equal or unequal? Press pause on the video and have a little think. What do you think? Does it matter that the cars are in different colours in the groups? It doesn't, does it? It doesn't matter if the cars in each of the groups are different colours. We've got some that are red and some that are green. What matters is how many cars are in each group. If there's the same number of cars in each group, then the groups are equal. But if there is a different number of cars in each group, then the groups are unequal. What do you think? Do you think the cars are in equal groups or unequal groups? Super. The cars are in unequal groups. There are 2 cars in one group, there are 3 cars in one group, and there are 2 cars in one group. What does that tell us? Fantastic. It tells us that these groups are unequal because there are a different number of cars in each group. Can you say that sentence with me? These groups are unequal because there are a different number of cars in each group. Super. Now we have some cats. The cats have been grouped. What's the same and what's different? Press pause on the video and have a little look. What did you notice? Have you noticed that the cat in one group is bigger than the other cats? What do you think that means? Are these groups of cats equal or unequal? Does it matter that one of the cats in one group is much bigger than the other cats? Press pause on the video and have a little think. What do you think? Does it matter that one of the cats in the one group is bigger than the other cats in the other groups? It doesn't, does it? Fantastic. We need to focus on counting how many cats are in each group. So let's have a look at how many cats are in each group. If there's the same number of cats in each group, then the groups are equal. But if there is a different number of cats in each group, then they are in unequal groups. What do you think? Are they in equal groups or unequal groups? Super, they are in unequal groups. Well done. There is 1 cat in one group, there are 3 cats in one group, and there are 4 cats in one group. What does that tell us? Excellent, these groups are unequal because there are a different number of cats in each group. Can you say that sentence with me? These groups are unequal because there are a different number of cats in each group. Excellent job. Look at these groups carefully. What's the same and what's different? How are they different to the other examples of groups that we've just seen? Press pause on the video and have a little think. Have you noticed that in each group there's a different type of animal? Can you name the animals in each of the groups? Let's go. There's some snails, rabbits, birds, cats, and dogs. Excellent. Now, are these animals in equal or unequal groups? How could we look to see? Good, we could count them, couldn't we? Because we know that if there are the same number of animals in each group, then the groups are equal. But if there are a different number of animals in each group, then they are in unequal groups. Let's start by looking at the snail. Can you count how many snails there are? How many snails did you see? Fantastic, 5 snails. Let's write 5 so we don't forget. Now let's look at the rabbits. How many rabbits can you see? How many rabbits did you see? 4. Brilliant. Let's write 4 rabbits there. Now let's look at the birds. How many birds can you see? Fantastic. There are 4 birds, aren't there? Excellent. Let's write 4 there. How many cats can you see? Fantastic. There are 3 cats. Let's write our 3. And how many dogs can you see? Super. There are 2 dogs. So if there are 5 snails and 4 rabbits, 4 birds and 3 cats and 2 dogs, have the animals been put into equal or unequal groups? Fantastic. They are in unequal groups, aren't they? Because there is a different number of animals in each group. Excellent. Can you say the sentence with me? These groups are unequal because there are a different number of animals in each group. Brilliant. Look at these groups carefully. Are these groups of animals equal or unequal? What do you think? Does it matter that there are a different type of animals in each group? No, that's right, it doesn't matter, does it? What matters is the number of animals in each group. If there's the same number of animals in each group, then the groups are equal. But if there's a different number of animals in each group, then the groups are unequal. Let's start by looking at our snails. Can you count how many snails you can see? Fantastic, there are 4. I'm going to write 4 so I don't forget. Let's have a look now at the rabbits. How many rabbits can you see? Fantastic, there are 4 rabbits. How many birds can you see? Brilliant, there are 4 birds. How many cats can you see? Fantastic, I can see 4 cats. And how many dogs can you see? Brilliant, 4 dogs. So if there are 4 snails, 4 rabbits, 4 birds, 4 cats and 4 dogs, does that mean that they are in equal groups or unequal groups? Super, the animals are in equal groups. Brilliant. We know that these animals are in equal groups because there are 4 animals in each group. So there's the same number of animals in each group. Can you say this sentence with me? These groups are equal because there are the same number of animals in each group. Brilliant. Last lesson, I asked you to bring 12 identical objects and 4 plates to this lesson. Could you press pause on the video now for me, please, and go and get your 12 identical objects and your 4 plates. It doesn't matter what your objects are. It might be some pieces of pasta, it might be some counters, it might be some bricks. It doesn't matter what you use. I'm going to be using some little counters that I found. So long as your objects are identical, it doesn't matter which ones you've got. Okay? Excellent. Have you got your objects and your plates ready? Super. Now, on the screen you can see 3 plates. These are Jess's plates. Jess has 12 bricks and she's trying to put them into equal groups. And she's started, but then she's got a little bit stuck. Can we help Jess? Yeah, we definitely can, can't we? So have you got your 12 counters and your plates lined up just like mine? There they are. Now you can see on the screen that Jess has started to put her bricks into groups. So I'm going to do the same as Jess and guess up to the same point. Can you do the same with me? So we've got 3 in one group. Move that so you can see it. We've got 3 in another. And she has 3 in this group. Does yours look like mine? Press pause on the video and make sure that yours looks like mine and like Jess's on the screen. Brilliant. So Jess wants to put her bricks into equal groups, but she's not even able to finish yet, and we need to try and help her. So how many bricks or counters or pieces of pasta do you have left over? Excellent, I've got 3. Do you have 3? Super. Can we put those into another group? So we have used all of our counters. I don't have any left. So we've used all 12 counters, but most importantly, we need to check, are they in equal groups? How many objects does there need to be in each group for them to be equal? It needs to be the same number, doesn't it? So let's check. How many do we have here? 3, 3, 3, and 3. There's the same number of objects in each group, so they are equal. Check yours. Press pause on the video and count and check yours. Excellent. Did you have equal groups? Brilliant. Now, Jess wasn't doing this with actual bricks. Jess was doing it as a drawing, so we need to help Jess finish her drawing. What did we add on that Jess hasn't finished yet? We had one more plate, didn't we? And how many bricks does Jess need to put on that extra plate? 3 cubes, doesn't she? 3 bricks. Fantastic. Let's check. Look. There we go. Now, let's check. Let's check first of all that we've used 12 bricks because Jess had 12 bricks. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Brilliant. There are 12 bricks. Now, the most important thing was that Jess wanted them to be in equal groups. So let's count how many bricks there are in each group. Can you help me? So there's 3. Brilliant. The next group, 3. Super. The next group, 3. Brilliant. And the last group, 3. So there are 3 bricks in each group. Therefore, the groups must be equal. Excellent. Jess will be so happy that we've been able to help her. Really good job. Jess was so pleased with how well we helped her that she's asked for a little bit more help. This time, she wants to put her 12 bricks into unequal groups. Do you think we can help her again? We definitely can, can't we? Super. So can you clear your plates with the objects from before and line them all up again? Here we go. Just like mine. Now this time we want to help Jess put them into unequal groups. So let's start just by doing exactly what Jess has done first of all. So I can see she's got 3 bricks in one plate. There's my 3. I can see that she's got 4 bricks in another. And I can see that she's got 1 there. How many bricks, pieces of pasta or counters, doesn't matter what you're using, how many do you have left over? That's right, I've got 4. Do you have 4? Super. So if I put these 4 into here, can you see my 4 there? There we go. I've grouped all my bricks, or I've grouped my counters. Let's check, are they in unequal groups? Can you count along with me? Look at yours and count with me. We've got 3, 4, 1, and 4. So there's a different number of bricks in each group. That must mean then our groups are they equal or unequal? Excellent, they're unequal, aren't they? Because there's a different number of bricks in each group. Fantastic. Now, Jess was doing it as a drawing again, so we need to help Jess to finish off her drawing. What do we need to add on to Jess's picture to help her finish it? Okay, so we need to finish it by putting 1 more plate, don't we? And how many bricks were there? 4. Fantastic. There we go. Let's just check that Jess's groups are unequal. Let's count the number of bricks that we've got. So she needs to have 12. Let's check that she's got 12 first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did you get 12 bricks too? Brilliant. Now let's start by counting how many bricks are in each group. Let's start at the first one. There are 3 bricks. Excellent. The next one, how many bricks can you see? 4. Super. How many bricks are in the next group? 1. Fantastic. And how many bricks are in the next group? 4. Lovely. So there's a different number of bricks in each group, which means that the groups are unequal. Brilliant. You're getting so good at your equal and unequal groups. Now, we actually could have finished Jess's drawing in different ways. We could have had more plates, couldn't we? We didn't need to put all 4 bricks onto one plate. You could have done it in different ways, and that could be something that you could practice with later on. Well done. Here are some cubes. We're going to group the cubes into equal groups. Let's have a go. So remember, I want to put these cubes into equal groups. Have I managed to do that? How do you know? Well, let's look. How many cubes are there in each group? Let's start by counting the top group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 cubes in that group. And how many cubes are there in the bottom group? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cubes in that group. Excellent. So if there are 5 cubes in each group, are my groups equal? They are, aren't they? Because there's the same number of cubes in each group. Does it matter though? I put different coloured cubes in each group. No, it doesn't, does it? Because it doesn't matter the colour or the size of the objects. What matters is how many objects are in each group. Fantastic. Can you say this sentence with me? So there are 5 cubes in each group. There are 5 cubes in each group. Lovely. These groups are equal because it's the same number of cubes in each group. Your turn. These groups are equal because there are the same number of cubes in each group. Fantastic. For your practice activity today, I would like you to explore putting objects into equal groups. I'd like you to get 12 identical objects. You might use the 12 objects from today's lesson, or you could use some different ones. It doesn't matter what your objects are. They might be pencils, cupcakes, pieces of pasta, bricks. And what I would like you to do is explore different ways of putting these objects into equal groups. You're just going to use your 12 items and find how many different ways you can put them into equal groups. When you finish grouping your objects in one way, draw a picture of it to record it, and then find another way. See how many different ways you can find of putting your 12 objects into equal groups. For next time, please could you bring with you 12 identical objects again, probably going to be easiest to use the same ones from today's lesson, and 4 plates again. You have done an amazing job today looking at your equal and unequal groups. Fantastic mathematics, everybody. Well done.